Hey guys, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary, and I know what you're thinking. Green Zero, there were no videos last week. Yes, there was no videos. I was very busy with my career and stuff like that, and the stuff I do in real life, but I do try to play as much as possible. When I do get free time, I'm just trying to play. Obviously, there was a tournament last week, and I've got games from that. We're going to be doing both the semi-finals. Well, I hope to do both the semi-finals and the grand final, so we're at the top 4 of this tournament that we're going to be casting for you. There was no caster, I believe, at the event. Big news, of course, I was in the tournament, but I can't actually reveal who I was because they'll get banned, and that player is playing in the Inc Open. But other news is that I'm Tibbus actually got banned because the admins thought that he was me, so that's a bit rough. Obviously, he's not banned anymore because they've figured it out that it wasn't me. But that's really rough. A lot of other players having a hard time with GameReplays. Admins harassing them, kicking them offline and banning them just because they can, so that's really bad. But it is a GameReplays event. This channel is about obviously casting games, so that's just a quick update. They really need to cut the crap and just stop doing stuff like that because it's just going to cause more problems. But this isn't a video about that. This is a video about the tournament and the game, so we're going to be jumping into the first semi-final, which sees OneVISION, which defeated quite a number of people to get here, including Death Sentence, who's on fire right now. Technique, on the other hand, came up against some other guys, including Tipsy, and got through to this round here. It is a black hand mirror. I've talked a lot about this. It's a best of 5, so I don't want the video to be stupidly long with me talking a lot. So we're going to jump straight in. We're on Tournament Alpine, obviously a very peculiar map, and it's got a lot of, it's actually got some decent history on it. Everyone remembers it was made famous, of course, by the Kane's Wrath World Championship 2014, where Master Leaf defeated Unleashed on this map to win the tournament, barely win the tournament there. That was a pretty tight series, but Technique is on the left-hand side. Technique is back, that's right, it's Technique, and hopefully he's a little bit better than last time. He's been practicing for a little bit longer now, so he's the green-black hand versus OneVISION, who's also playing as black hand here. These guys have selected their factions, and because it is a tournament, you're going to see maps like Alpine being used, because the admins will always pick the first map, and they'll want to pick a map that's not an official map because those maps are bound to get picked later on down the track. But we'll have to see how this goes. Both sides going straight for their war factory here. Do an operation center going? No, that's building too slow to be an operation center, so we have another refinery coming out. It looks like OneVISION has got the same idea as well. Also, that's actually building pretty quickly. No, that's actually another refinery. So yeah, we're going to have refineries out by both of them. The Raider buggies are coming out. OneVISION, unfortunately, losing a Cabal squad unnecessarily. They're trying to get out of his garrison to move forward. He has another one up here as well. Keep a close eye on that. Oh no, Technique's actually gone for a second. Oh my god, did I just completely misread this? Yes, oh, Vision is all in. All in, it's tournament time here. It's all in. Both sides have mirrored the all in here. Obviously not comfortable playing on this map for the late game. So they're both going to all in. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very short game. This should be extremely short. I'm not sure if both sides have caught on to the fact that they're all in rushing each other. Vision can see a lot of bikes, so he's probably onto it. Technique can't see anything, but so Vision has the upper hand. He's losing another scout, unfortunately. Those Cabals will actually become quite important now that they can't be reproduced, and they can draw fire and actually destroy bikes. Firing at something that Raider buggy will evac over here. Now Vision has a slight advantage because he knows that he's being all in, so he has the opportunity to engage here. Few Cabal squads coming down. Technique, is he going to be out? He can obviously see there's an engineer there now, so he can only assume that Vision is all in, because there's no way he'd send an engineer that late. He was obviously trying to go to the bottom spike with the engineer he got from his sold-off MCV, so it's all in by both players. Technique also trying to make a run for the bottom spike, and Technique has the garrison, so that's his for the taking. We'll have to see the engagement here. It's going to be so important. Whoever wins this first engagement, Technique has more bikes. Oh, nice snipe there by Vision. Scores himself a bike straight away. This is really tense, and when people play these games, it's super tense because one mistake in a black hand mirror all in, both side all in, means you lose the game, and they can be over extremely fast. Of course, we have seen games where they stalemate each other and it ends up becoming quite a long game as well. But this one here, neither side really looking to commit. No one wants to go in. Vision, nice score of a bike here, but he has lost quite a few Cabal squads. Not taking a swing at that buggy, unfortunately. Technique is coming in now. He will snare a bike. He takes some return fire here. Vision now will pick off a few more bikes. Will he get that one? Yes, they're just trying to sledge each other here, and now they go in. Vision goes in, and I don't even know what's happening right now. It looks like Technique has simply more bikes here. I think Vision has lost the plot now. He stuck around for way too long, and now Technique has more bikes than what he does. That Raider buggy will even escape, and it's going to be a veteran. Every unit is important right now, especially those Raider buggies, which can tank so much damage. You can get some free repairs from his War Factory. Vision does have a short respite before this force heads back out. That Raider buggy a little bit outside the range of the repair drones. Oh, he's still just outside the range. That's not. That's very unfortunate for Technique. Might want to move that back a bit. There we go. He moves it back now. But yeah, he's a little bit idle right now. He had a big advantage from winning that fight. Now Vision's able to reproduce enough bikes to get back out there. It's three harvesters for both sides. Technique does claim a second spike. Vision, we can only assume, lost his engineer, or it's just chilling somewhere. But I'm not going to look for it because that would be impossible to find sometimes on these maps. So Vision is just driving around, super tense. He knows he's on the back foot. He knows he lost that engagement, not significantly, but he lost it. It was probably 60, maybe 65-35 in Technique's favor, that engagement, splitting up some units here. I'm not sure if that's a miss rally. These two bikes seem to just be going forward, and Technique is going to get an easy pickup. He will score one bike, so it's not terrible for him, but Technique with a number of Raider buggies here now, so we'll have to see, is he going back for a MCV? No one's going back for an MCV right now. Vision, on the other hand, is this going to be an MCV? No, he's still producing bikes and buggies, so this is the thing, neither side has actually killed each other yet. Technique might have a slight unit advantage. He just lost his engineer by the looks of it, so it was sticking around. But yeah, the fact that Technique has got a lot of buggies here to shield with, he needs to make sure those buggies are in front right now. The bikes are in front, so, oh, Vision's actually going to, he's out of position. Vision is completely out of position. He's just going for it. Is he turning around? No, he's not going to turn around. He's going to sack all of his harvesters here. I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he felt he couldn't win the engagement. He's going to sack all his harvesters. He's going to go forward, and he's going to move into Technique's base. Technique has bikes here. They're on a formation move here around the War Factory, but I think Vision should be able to overwhelm them. Nonetheless, Vision's lost everything. Technique is now coming back home. If he can destroy all Technique's harvesters, I don't even think he's going to win, actually, because he won't have as many units left. He actually blew up some of his own bikes there as well. Yeah, look at that. And Technique might even be able to save this harvester. The army is coming back. Vision, unfortunately, going for the base trade, did not pan out for him. That harvester is just going to survive as well. Oh, man, that's important. Technique can sell his War Factory and get back to refining, but Vision, see you later. It's all over. He's even left some bike buggy here, but Technique showing he's still got the touch when it comes to all-inning. I don't agree with what Vision did. I don't think Vision's the all-in black hand type of player, to be honest, and I don't think he should have tried to fight Technique like that. Maybe he thought because Tech's out of practice, he could have got him, but a 6-minute game there, so it actually went for a lot longer than I thought it would. But Vision making the decision, he knew Technique's bikes were on the bottom of the map because he lost his engineer down there. I don't know, maybe he just didn't realize it, I'm not sure, but going for the base trade, not a good idea. Technique will take a 1-0 lead in this series here, so he's going to go up 1-0, needs to win 2 more because it's the best of 5. Stay tuned, game number 2 is coming up right now. Hey guys, welcome back to game number 2 between OneVISION and Technique in semi-final A of the GameReplays tournament, which was hosted on the weekend here. But Technique is sticking with Blackhand, game number 2, jumping straight in. Nash obviously having a quick gander at this one here, is an observer. Didn't actually play in the event, which is a bit unfortunate. But nonetheless, OneVISION has selected Steel Talons as his faction. We're on Twisted Rift here, so Vision got the map choice. He decided to pick Twisted Rift, which is quite good. To be honest, I actually like Twisted Rift probably a bit more than Tournament Rift, just because of the map layout here. It's just a little bit better. There's no contested third field, and the blue field is still contested, so it's basically got just one extra field on it, one extra green field, and it's got less spikes, but it is definitely a worthy battleground. It looks good, it plays good. It works quite well. OneVISION, of course, starting on the left-hand side as Steel Talons. I believe he may have selected Steel Talons because Steel Talons, a lot of people should know this, but if you don't know the game that well, Steel Talons actually counters Blackhand quite well, just because you can't really rush Steel Talons. All the Blackhand rushes are pretty ineffective versus Steel Talons because of the Titan, which can crush and shoot over buildings. Flame tanks are not very effective. Reckoners are completely useless. And if you bike them, one Titan can just dance all day. But it doesn't mean Blackhand obviously are bad versus them. It's just saying that that Steel Talons, with the combination of the Wolverine, and they've got Hammerheads, they've got Firehawks, they've got Behemoths, it can get really bad for Blackhand here, especially with the pushes that they can do. Setting up in the Tiberium field, there you go. So Vision not afraid to get in there. It's important to foxhole this area because you've got the edge of the map and you've got this terrain here. So if you put a unit here, you've got this whole area fenced off. There's another area, of course, here between these two chokes. You've got the center choke, and the same is mirrored over here. So Vision's got both flanks secured. So look at that. He can see both flanks. He's got one down the center, but that's units could still sneak through these areas, probably here and here. We'll have to have a look and see. Oh yeah, look at this. Technique is actually going to rush him. So that's yeah, and he's using flame tanks. He's not using reckoners. Obviously, identifying that reckoners aren't going to be as effective. Second flame tank comes out, sells the operation center. So he's not planning. He's not planning at all on following this up with any reckoner, and it's probably just as well. But look at this, the Pitbull Scout comes out by Vision. He sees the flame tank. He's got all the time in the world to respond to this. He's actually going to start harassing it. One Pitbull will slowly but surely start to destroy that flame tank. And when you see one flame tank, there's usually more. Vision, even de-garrisoning, I like this as well. Save your scout if you can. He's probably not going to get away. Oh, actually, no, he might. There's actually a second flame tank here. Now both the flame tanks in the same area. Most of the time, you can actually get away with scouts in that situation, or you can draw the black hand player out a bit more. But the Pitbull will be going around, just having a quick look. The black hand could clean up all the scouting that Vision has on the map. But yeah, one Titan. I don't imagine he'd build a second Titan here, although maybe one to defend his expansion. We'll have to see what happens. It is going to be a second Titan coming out, so look at that. He's actually going for the blue Tiberium field, so Vision identifying that Technique doesn't have that much at his disposal, and he's going to go for the blue Tiberium field. The flame tank, he's going to actually have to move that harvester, because even though it's not blue flame, he can probably destroy that harvester, actually destroying some of the blue crystal. Maybe he could just start shooting that up. This is bad because the harvester's on the wrong side of the tib to where the Titan is. He could totally have gone back there and taken blue tib with that one Titan. The bike here cannot engage that. He will be moving forward over here to shoot at this harvester. But yeah, he drove out there, took a lot of damage. He's only got about 20% or maybe 25% of his tank filled up with blue tib, so that definitely wasn't worth it. Oh, there's a flame tank over here, so he's actually losing, taking damage. He's trying to do the pack up and deploy combination here. He doesn't want to lose his MCV. It's getting dangerously low. Technique should just go for it now. And I think, oh no, that's unfortunate. Getting the crush off. He needs an engineer there right now. So what's happening up there? Not too sure. But yeah, that one flame tank did get around, doesn't get the MCV. It's very difficult to destroy an MCV, even if you have a flame tank in position, just because it has more health than any other structure in the game. It's just they're incredibly difficult to take down the MCV. So if you're flame rushing, you don't really want to target it, just because, you know, they can pack up, deploy, and fence it and stuff like that. So you want to get a structure that's got less health. That's going to be more important. Obviously, getting an MCV early on is really good. It's obviously the best, but look at this. The deployment here, he didn't actually put down a barracks to repair that. He's going to manually repair it with the repair tool, and he's forcing him to crawl. That is not a good refinery placement here. Vision, unfortunately, just getting a little bit worked over here. Technique, meanwhile, has his expansion down. Double ref, he's looking pretty good right now. That's unfortunately almost does a lot of damage to that refinery, but the other flame tank will be dispatched. Nice crush move there. You wouldn't expect Technique to lose his flame tanks to a crush. Perhaps he feels he couldn't have actually got away anyway, because the Titan range is pretty crazy, and by the time the flame tank gets outside of the range, he would have been dead anyway. That time there, limping a little bit, has taken a little bit of damage. The Black Hand have cleaned up most of everything, I think. There's a few Titans moving across, but to be honest, Technique, he's going for a war factory, not putting down a barracks. A barracks would have been the prime opportunity to deny that harassment that's coming his way. He's going to spot it now and realizing, hang on a second, this is not good. Will he get that Scorpion tank? Yes, he will pop that Scorpion tank. Titan's actually really good against Scorpion tanks, unless there's like a ridiculously large number of them. Two Wolverines here will be able to dispatch this Black Hand squad, which is very nice. No AP ammo, so look how much damage that Black Hand squad took to actually go down. That was pretty crazy. Technique should be able to defend this. I think, yeah, Vision needs to charge for... Oh, Technique, what are you doing? Unnecessary crush there. If you could get to the structures... Oh, another one! Oh, that's not necessary at all. Vision shooting at the tanks with most health. He might, yeah... He needed to really rush forward to get in between the buildings. Technique, though, unnecessary. Lost quite a number of tanks there, and so that wasn't the best hold, but still somewhat cost-effective. Another Titan over here will probably get overwhelmed. And yeah, switching targets here. He's trying to get into the line. Yeah, look at that. He's going to move that harvester just to be safe, which is very well done because he got pretty close. But Mass Scorps coming out now, and Steel Talons, you know, again, with Titan defense, they can defend that pretty easily. He's got a tech center, so he's going for rail guns. Wow, that's really going to shut down the Scorpions. He won't even have to build mammoth tanks. He can just spam Titans, which is a lot easier to do, which he is doing at the moment, and that will defeat the Scorpions quite considerably. Taking blue Tiberium, not getting a full load of blue Tiberium. I'm not sure if Technique has visited this field, or maybe Vision's already visited once before. No Dozer Blades either. Technique's probably got that on the way. It's about halfway done. Mantis coming out. He's predicting the air transition, but look at this. look at this. OneVISION has no air transition. He is sticking on the ground. He's like, hey, if you build infantry, I've got Wolverines, and that's not good at all. Yeah, this force here is actually superior. Big combination mix. He's mixing in rocket squads. Titan rocket, something that we haven't seen for many years. It used to be the backbone of Steel Talons until we started to figure out a few better options for them. But yeah, it beats Scorpion tanks. It really smashes Scorpion tanks there. And what's happening over here? A bike actually going down. The MCV still not fully repaired, but he is making a move for an expansion. Interesting to note, he's not actually moving for the expansion I expected him to go to. He's moving to the top of the map. Technique is not expanded there just yet. He's got a tech center down. He's built a number of Mantis. He's expecting an air transition, but look at this. He doesn't have any air force. He's actually gone for another war factory up here. So he's double war factory now. He's got AP ammo. Not sure why he deployed there. Not sure if does he have a crane? No, he doesn't have a crane. Might have been an accidental deployment. Here come the clicks though. He's using that for the clicks. Not even sure why he needed to do that if he actually already had vision there. Maybe just to have a look in here at the moment. But yeah, those guys there are decoys, so they won't actually be able to do any damage at all. Meanwhile, Technique has a lot of Scorpion tanks here. And Vision almost, he just completed railguns. He will click him. I'm not sure if he's going to use a Tiv Vein. It's probably not worth it. There's not enough there to destroy. Not going for adaptive armor, so he's just going to bypass that one. Not worried about EMP, of course. It does help out to tank a lot more damage as well. But he's deciding not to get that. Maybe a bit tight on cash with getting hit with the catalyst. But there's actually 4-5 Mammoth tanks rolling across the map. Is this going to be a 6th one coming out now? Wow, I don't think Technique is aware of the fact that that is there. There's going to be an engagement down here, but there's actually quite a lot of Scorpions, but he's still going to fall back. I mean, he could probably overwhelm Vision's force. He's actually going to click him, unfortunately, so that's going to mean the end of that force there. That's unfortunate. And yeah, a lot of those units going down. Some of these times able to tank the damage, but yeah, I guess he thinks he's clicking this field. He's destroying Tiberium from on Vision's side of the map, but Vision has no notion of going up there. And now all of a sudden, look at this. Technique is like, holy crap, there's Mammoth tanks up here. And he's in a lot of trouble. I think he's going to go for a barracks, but it's a little bit too late. He doesn't have a flame. He doesn't even have flame upgrade. And yeah, these Mammoth tanks. He has railgun accelerators at his disposal as well. He's going to try to focus this down. No, he's going to move forward. I think he should just reverse move here right now. These Mammoth tanks are going to completely. There he goes. Railgun accelerator, but he's not. He hasn't got them on aggressive stance. Oh, they need to be destroying the MCV, but the railgun accelerator is doing a lot of damage here right now. One Mammoth tank has fallen. A second one will fall now. A lot of Scorpion tanks going down, but I think Vision could have easily just quickly focused down that construction yard and then backed off, and he would have been fine, but instead he's traded for Scorpion tanks. The Scorpions actually come out ahead there because of the Fanatic spam. He's got a few more tanks here. Is he actually... Oh man, I really felt he could have won that engagement there. Reverse moving into the enemy, not the best idea. A Behemoth will come out, could have really been, or really should have been another Mammoth tank, I would have thought. Is he going to go behind us? No, he doesn't even get a shot off, he gets taken out. That's unfortunate. This one Mammoth tank here causing a lot of damage. Every time these Mammoth tanks open fire, they just cause a godlike amount of damage there. He will save that one, and this one here getting crush after crush off. That's a lot of damage there. That is definitely a lot of damage. Not able to destroy. Look at all the tanks here that are in the flaming red health now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them on fire, ready to pop. And look at this Technique. He's actually going to evac. He must have repaired his MCV perhaps with an engineer. Now he's going to evac. He doesn't have the forces he needs. He's actually got no war factories, and I think that's why he backed off. It's like, well, I can't actually fight this unless I spam Obelisk, and it's not really going to work out because there's quite a few units here. But Vision has sold everything he's got, basically. He still has his tech center and his tier 2 as well, so he is able to... Look at this. Finding the harvesters in transition. Might be able to pick one off. Yeah, he will actually snare one. That's nice. And the MCV being forced to deploy, obviously not able to outrun the Mammoth tanks there. He had to deploy. Now the Scorpion tanks have to come back and try to defend. It's like, hey, we can't leave the MCV behind. This is a really awkward game right now. I didn't see this happening at all, but yeah, Vision managing to build enough of these what do you call it, Mammoth tanks. That one there, unfortunately, not in range of the War Factory. Will take a while to repair to full health, so you kind of want to have it there as soon as possible. Now Technique making a move. This game here is going to continue going, so there you go, does back up a little bit, is getting the free repairs now, but these two Mammoth tanks here are moving forward. These Mantis with Tib Core, not really useful in the game at all. He might actually be able to focus them down right now. Mammoth tank's not opening fire, there we go, puts one rail round into it. Just one rail from just one turret almost destroys a Mantis, so there you go. From both turrets, it's a one-shot kill, basically. And now he's got to be careful. There is a battle marker over here. A few of these Scorpion tanks are moving through. Vision is still trying to refine over here, but unfortunately these harvesters are going to get interrupted. They will be essentially destroyed. He might just have to sell what he has here at the moment, and he will be selling the tech center. The tier 2 will just straight out fall. He doesn't really have a lot of AP ammo here. He has one tower. It's going to get quickly overwhelmed now. The lucky part is there's no flame upgrade right now, which means he can probably hold this off. He does have a hammerhead coming. He might lose that mammoth tank. Oh, it does go down. That's unfortunate. And that hammerhead now, killing the hammerheads while they're in a very low number is a really good idea. He's trying to go for the crush over here, and he will crush these units, but is it going to be enough? Is he going to lose another mammoth tank? He wouldn't want to lose another one. That would be pretty devastating. He will actually be able to save it, but some repairs on the cards for that one. Double hammerhead production coming out now that he's realized this, but of course Tipcore is already done for Technique. Does he have a heroic tank? Oh my god, he's got a heroic Scorpion tank in there. That's going to cause a lot of problems. Very vulnerable to air, but this force, very spongy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks are on fire, ready to pop. Even these rifles could probably just focus them down. Hammerhead coming in now. Will he start targeting those damaged tanks? Not sure where he's going. Yeah, he will start targeting the damaged tanks. Look at that, nice work from Vision. All you need to do is pop the health bars on, and you can just waypoint up the tanks one after the other. That's what you have to do. You can't just general attack with hammerheads. They won't do enough DPS if they're just scattering their shots. They need to focus. But here come those Mantis there, coming back to haunt him now. Not quite able to shoot that one down, which is a little bit unfortunate. But these Mantis now definitely going to be worth it. Obviously took their time to make themselves pay for each other, but he's going to move these guys over here. There's a lot of rail weapons coming down, and look at this. Vision has set up his economy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 harvesters, 2 ref, and now he's just going to evac out. Look at that. He powers down the airfields, which is a neat trick that I actually like to do as well, just because it stops the production without you having to go to the tab and pause it, or you can just use your power hotkey just to suck that one down. But unfortunately, Technique leaving the Mantis behind. 2 Mantis now dead, and a third one will fall as well. That's not necessary. He needs those, and look at this. The hammerheads come in with no AA defense. They just clean everything up. They're not actually able to kill all the Black Hand squads. I'm not sure what he's doing there. There's a few more structures that could be destroyed. Technique is abandoning this area. He doesn't have a tier 2, I believe, which means he cannot place the AA batteries. He doesn't even have flame upgrade. Vision should really be able to get a handle on this right now. He's not going to rebuild another refinery. He's actually going to go for the attack. He's got the armor, but does he have the AP ammo? Without flame upgrade, I'd have to say that he's definitely got a good chance of just killing Technique right now. Technique not able to get the flame upgrade out at any point. These few tanks here getting destroyed right off the get-go. That heroic Scorpion tank will be destroyed. That's unfortunate. A lot of hammerheads get destroyed though, and he will be able to hold here. A few rifles coming in as well. The hammerheads now coming back for more now that the rockets have other targets to shoot, and the armor here from the Steel Talon's armor is just superior. These Scorpion tanks can't do anything. They're literally just fodder, and they will literally do nothing but just draw fire for maybe 10-15 seconds until they're completely overwhelmed here. But he's going to pull back right now. He's got a few more towers. He's trying to put them down. He has charged particle beam, which is okay. The Scorpion tanks now all but gone. There's only 2 remaining now. Hammerheads, though, were destroyed, which means he doesn't have anything to hold this except for towers. He's actually managing to push him back without flame upgrade. He does have double ref here, so he's actually able to withstand this. And Vision trying to put down a tower line, but the towers keep getting destroyed before he can get enough of them. And he's actually being forced to fight infantry with mammoth tanks, which is not what you want to see. A few more hammerheads coming, but there's just not enough. They're getting overwhelmed as soon as they get on the front line. This is a real big problem that you find when you're trying to fight man spam. Sometimes you just don't have the force necessary, and they just keep destroying it. The tower line's still unable to get developed enough here. Only 2 towers, 1 tower. Yeah, he just continues to shoot them down as soon as they become erected there. He needs to put them behind the MCV. I think behind the MCV would be a much safer option. That one they're not quite behind, but most of the rocket squads are gone. We have a power problem here for Technique. What's happening over here, not too sure. But Technique able to push this back. But Vision's MCV is still in good check. It has a fence on it as well. This is going to cause a lot of problems, and he will be able to hold this up. There's 2 mammoth tanks, 2 veteran mammoth tanks actually trying to go around. Obviously, yeah, he scans, he realizes that's open. Technique realizes as well. He's moving back. Still no shrine from Technique. Where's the shrine, Technique? Oh my god, he just doesn't seem to have the ability to get that down right now, and these base defenses are now starting to fall a little bit here. He's only got a few supercharged shredders remaining, but still, there we go. He finally drops the shrine. Oh man, if he had that like a minute or 2 ago, the game would have been like, or Vision's push would have been over. The game might not have been over, but Vision's push would have been gone. His MCV would have been gone. These units have to fall back. There's actually no base to fall back to, so these infantry can just chase them and destroy them. 1 mammoth tank should be able to get away because I believe it's a little bit faster. But that mammoth tank is history there. A lot of infantry getting pulled out of position. But look at this, Vision's actually pulling back. He only had one ref the whole time, which means he can't actually produce. This is really bad for him. He's trying to actually get the blue Tiberium, but Technique has hold off now. What has Technique got? He's basically out of Tiberium now, but he does have the flame upgrade, not going for blue flame, just going for Disciple. And now he's going to attack this Harvester. He's going to have to gather and run. Hopefully, there you go. Vision's actually pulling it back super quick, so there you go. Not wanting to lose it. Only 3 hammerheads. That's not enough. He can't engage. He can't engage. He's going to lose his hammerheads while they're in small numbers. You cannot afford to lose them like that. Unnecessary. Will one fall? He will lose one. That's unfortunate here. If he had maybe 7 or 8 of them by now, he could have overwhelmed them, but he only had 3, which means they're going to die very quickly. He's getting some repairs, but he's in a lot of trouble right now. Is Vision just going to flat out lose this game? He's going back to his main. Probably would have been better to go over here because there's actually more Tiberium. Look at this one Mammoth Tank able to kill those Harvesters, and now he's found the MCV, but this attack here, how is he supposed to stop this attack? There is a lot of infantry here right now. The Orchestra completely whiffs, getting right in the middle of everything here, and unfortunately Vision is going to lose his base. There's no way he can hold this base. There's absolutely no way. I would have just pulled the Hammerheads back to another location here. He's going to be completely overwhelmed. Is he going to call it though? We have the Mammoth Tank here now getting overwhelmed, and Vision, oh man, I felt that was his game. He just didn't have I hate to say it, but it just felt like he didn't have a proper understanding of how to use Steel Talent Arsenal there, and not able to capitalize. But yeah, oh jeeps, okay, yep, low battery. Yeah, what can I say? Look at that. He was even ahead in the resources there. So 17.5-minute game. Vision, unfortunately, will fall again in this series. So he's 2-0 down. Now he has to win 3 in a row. So Technique is going to book his spot in the grand final if Vision doesn't start pulling out some stops right now. But yeah, Vision played pretty good, and then he just let it go at the end. So that's a bit unfortunate. Technique able to hold on 157,000, 132,000. So Technique actually got more money. Oh no, yeah, Vision got less. Yeah, you can see probably the clicks right here, the clicks there and the clicks there. That really hurt him. He kept trying to equal it, and then he got clicked. So yeah, Technique getting more money. But yeah, well done to both players. Well done to Tech. He's 1 game away from getting into a grand final, getting some form back. But we'll jump into game 3 coming up right now. Okay guys, welcome back to game number 3 between OneVISION and Technique in the semi-final A. Same factions, same colors, which makes my job easier on the scoreboard. But nonetheless, let's jump into this game. Vision had the map choice again. He's in really big trouble. He's 2-0 down, or 0-2 down. He's picked Badlands, and he'll be starting on the right-hand side as the Steel Talons, Purple Steel Talons against Technique, the green, whoa, not GDI, Black Hand player. There we go. But yeah, obviously Technique has played this map quite a bit before, same with Vision. Vision, I would imagine, has more experience on this map just because Technique has been vacant from the game for a while, so Vision's obviously maybe played a ton more games on this particular level, but Technique knows the layout. He's going for both of his spikes. Easy fix. No Shrine came down, which means he's not going for Flame Upgrade, not going to try anything crazy to grab Vision spikes as well. Vision will just be securing the garrisons there and taking both of his spikes here with his combat engineers. Pretty standard, stock standard open, takes the garrison, has an extra scouting squad as well. Whoa, but look at that. Almost able to take the garrison away from Technique, which is not necessary. I'm assuming Technique just forgot to garrison, but he will kill them nonetheless. There is a fence around this structure, which means you can only gain access by going into the gap that's over here. So if you're approaching the structure from this direction, you actually have to get here and then walk around into the structure. So it gives an advantage to the defending faction, or the faction on the left-hand side. Nice scout, though. Gets a Rifleman squad into Technique's base, and that's going to be able to reveal the War Factory, showing no bikes are coming out. So that's going to be fine. Technique not actually queuing anything. Whoa, what is he? There we go. He's queuing something now. Is he going? He's going for bikes. Okay, so there you go. He's going for bikes, so he's not queuing another refinery. He's actually, whoa, okay. So I didn't see that. He's got another War Factory here. Oh, I don't know about this. He's going to all in a Steel Talons faction. And Vision could see there were bikes being produced because he still had the scout that died. He still has about 10 seconds of vision of that area. Look at that. He's realized it. I think the Titan spam is going to be real. He's actually got 4 harvesters here, so Technique needs to strike pretty bloody quickly, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble right now, because I believe the Titans are going to be making their way out now. One Titan comes out. Oh, Vision perhaps not identifying the seriousness of the threat here. Puts the racks down as well, but powers it down because he doesn't have the power for it. And Technique just trying to mass as many bikes as he possibly can. This War Factory, as far as he's concerned, is hidden from OneVISION, and OneVISION is not aware of it, so he does not know about that one at all. Technique, on the other hand, does not know what's in Vision's base. You can see the MCV is forward puts down another one, and he has a tower here as well, which means his Cabal's going to get cleaned up. Oh no, he needs to watch out his MCV. Oh, nice reaction time, and will deploy, not taking any serious damage at all. That was very nice. Wait, there's only one Titan. There's only one Titan. Vision's whole game is now starting to fall to pieces. Why was there only one Titan? There's so many bikes here right now. He's going to lose that Harvester straight away. Gets a crush off. A few more bikes will be destroyed, and now he's moving through. He's trying to reverse move that Harvester away. Splash damage there. Gets 2 Harvesters. That Harvester's so badly damaged. Technique should be able to finish it off, and Vision is going to be down to just 2. Oh, he switches targets. He's got 2 Harvesters in the red. He needs to destroy both of those ones right now. Vision will lose that one there, and he's going to lose another one. He's actually 4 Harvesters down. Oh my god. He made a big mess of that one there. Technique should not have been possible to do that much damage. But funnily enough, another Harvester there. Okay, did that just get built, or did that just come out of nowhere? But he's got 2 Harvesters. Technique has 2 Harvesters, but Technique is all in. There are rocket squads here. Most of the Cabals were destroyed. He's actually got enough rifles to overwhelm this one Cabal squad, and a number of rocket squads here as well. He's actually got 3 Harvesters, so Vision somehow able to pump this out. Maybe the 2 spikes are helping him quite a bit. You can see the dead Tiberium crystals where each harvester has fallen. You have to actually get a harvester to manually, yeah, look at that. He's already manually harvesting it. The best part about it is that once they harvest that, they'll automatically go back to harvesting more tibs, so it guarantees the maximum even out of the dead Tiberium. Technique now just moving around. He sold one of his war factories. He's trying to get a flanking maneuver off. He will find a power plant. That's an easy kill there. There's really no reason not to destroy that. Vision's going to have to rebuild that at some stage, and then it's going to go down. Of course, you always need power. Not necessary to face these infantry forces. Losing a bike, taking a little bit of damage as well. Vision now on the move, but he doesn't have any power. Would have thought maybe he'd go to the center field because he knows he's so far ahead in terms of the economy, and he scouts out that there's no MCV. He's got a scout here. Very good eyes by Vision. Vision actually playing a little bit smarter now. So there we go. He's still refining. Has 5 Harvesters back again. Technique is in big trouble. When you've got 3 Harvesters and 1 ref, and you're facing a 5 and 2 opponent who's now 6 and 2, it's just getting even more Harvesters out. You're in a lot of trouble. Right now, he needs an MCV. He's going to have to rebuild an MCV to try to fight in this game, and I think that's what he's constructing now. I believe the MCV is coming out. He is doing a good job. He's destroying the spike, so 1 spike is destroyed, but yeah, MCV is back out now. He destroyed this spike, and now he's making a move to destroy this one, so that's very well done by Technique. At least he's doing what he can and denying Vision that type of economy. That'll be important the longer the game goes on. And he's getting the destruction of that out of the way. A few more units moving around. Did he spot that Harvester going to the blue tib field? I don't think he can do much about it anyway. He's got random infantry all over the place, and he's got Titans as well. These Titans might want to make a move. Look at this. He's actually, I think he faked out an expansion because he's actually moving his MCV again. This is so ridiculously powerful if your opponent doesn't have any kind of tech. They basically need tier 3 to hold this type of push, and he is probably going to find the MCV here. He will deploy it, so he's like, hang on a second, that's really far forward. The bikes force the deploy, but I'm not sure if he can actually put structures or defenses on the other side of this this area. He might be a little bit close. Look at that, going into the man spam, which is correct, but at the same time he had an operation center. AP ammo is just about done, and he's obviously waiting to place this structure. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be, but he must realize that there's going to be like mass infantry now. Flame upgrade is completed, so now he's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to fall back. He can use this terrain to his advantage, putting towers just over here behind it, and the infantry will have to try to move around. It's not that much of an advantage, but every little bit counts right now. Technique, on the other hand, moving across, sorry, not Technique, OneVISION moving across here. He could actually just put down a racks and take both this spike and that spike as well, just move around. That would just give him a lot more time, but he's actually going to try to destroy these spikes. These Titans are not very helpful. OneVISION now just moving back. He's just kind of doesn't really seem to know what to do right now against what Technique has, and now Technique has the opportunity to expand, but he's not doing so. He's actually going to fall back. He could have easily built a line here and defended this area. That 1 tower is history. See you later. And he's trying to build hammerheads. Unfortunately, he's not going to have enough of them by the time this area gets overwhelmed. The Titans will destroy that spike now, and I'm not sure what Vision's plans are to do. Because he went for this push and now he's changed his mind, he's basically given Technique a window of opportunity to get back in this game, because the MCV is over here, but at the same time, he's no closer to stopping any of this man spam. The Titans are now in a very vulnerable position. There's only 1 tower here, and then their history, they're going to have to back out. They left it to the very last minute, and they're only just going to get away before the shooting starts over here. Meanwhile, Vision will be taking 2 full loads of blue Tiberium. There's a lot of hammerheads over here, probably enough to defend against the bikes. Technique has not actually expanded, though. He's on 1 refinery. Wow. I guess he thinks that maybe Vision is all in. That could be a critical error by Technique right now. I'm not sure if he has the vision to actually see what's going on there. There's a bit of debris over here, so something was obviously destroyed. But nonetheless, few Rifleman squads coming in now. They're going to start trying to shoot up some of these squads here. Every round is going to count in this game to try to stop man spam like this. Vision has no tower line whatsoever. He's got a few hammerheads, but they're engaging on the bike side as well. That's not a good engagement. He realizes it falls back, but he's already lost a couple of hammerheads. He's going to lose another one as well. That's unfortunate. You can't throw hammerheads away. They're not expendable. They're not like orcas. You lose a couple of orcas, you find if you start throwing away hammerheads, see you later. It's going to be a big problem for him. He still has a big bunch of infantry here. He's getting shot in the back. Might want to just turn around and engage. Yes, he will turn around and engage. But to be honest, there's not really much anti-infantry here from OneVISION. He could probably just turn around and stand his ground. Technique, has he expanded yet? Oh my god, did he sell his war factory? Did he sell his MCV? I'm not sure where his MCV is. Has he got one? OneVISION Technique? No, I don't think he's got one. I'm not sure if he lost it. Maybe there was an engineer cap. Maybe he sold it. I'm not 100% sure what Technique's game plan was in this fight here. Both sides have made some very unusual decisions in this game. I'm not 100% sure. It might be because Tech's out of practice, maybe because Vision doesn't seem to know the core fundamentals of how Steel Talons operates, and he's probably like shaking his fist at me right now. But having a look at some of his gameplay here, he's got a tower line, but it's all spread out. There's a lot of infantry here, so Technique obviously planning on just winning this straight up. Maybe he feels he's so far ahead in the series that he can risk doing something crazy like this and maybe just overwhelm Vision's defenses here. And there is a lot of infantry here. This could do a lot of damage, but it's just whether or not it's going to work. There's another tower line being put down over here. 4 hammerheads are here, a 5th one just being constructed. You got to remember, hammerheads are really powerful against infantry. The only problem is that obviously they're not going to tank a lot of damage either. They're going to tank more than an Orca, but they're still not counted as heavily armored. They're still a lightly armored aircraft, and they will be just, look at that, he just picked 2 of them right out with a single volley. That's a nice splitting fire. I'm not sure if that was intentional. And now the tower line is falling, and this is not good at all. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold this. More hammerheads, and again, these hammerheads not an expendable unit. They are going down. They're not destroying enough infantry to warrant their cost either. So, and a power problem now means he's in there's a lot of issues. Still trying to build hammerheads here, but he just can't get a critical mass of hammerheads to overwhelm. He's engaging with such small amount of forces here. The Titans now being forced to engage. If he's going to go for a crush move, he might eventually just overwhelm this. I think he's going to now clean it up. There we go. So he does manage to crush it. Will Technique throw it in? Because again, there's no MCV. I'm double checking the radar. Technique has no MCV. He's got two hands of nods here. He's got 2 harvesters. So one of them's obviously gone back to the blue tib field, and there's actually no blue Tiberian there. Probably should have gone down here. He does have a few bikes, and he will snipe down the harvesters going to the Tiberian field over here. So Vision again I don't think he can see Technique's base to realize. If he knew that Technique had literally nothing left, he could probably just go around this force and start attacking his harvesters. But look at that, able to pick off a bike or 2. Now he can't actually rebuild these bikes either, so he will be able to destroy them. He's actually got a rocket squad inside one of those as well. So no more vehicles for Technique. He can't build any more of those ones, not unless he manages to get an engineer into OneVISION's base. But yeah, OneVISION just taking his sweet time now to finish this off here. And he's going to come in now, and he should realize, there we go. So Technique will fall there. So thankfully, Vision will take a game in this series. Hopefully he can take another one and take it to the ace match, because that would be the best thing ever. But yeah, 11 minutes. I don't even know what to say about that game there. That was all over the place. Maybe they're nervous. Maybe they were fatigued. They shouldn't be fatigued because they only went through about 2 rounds or something before they actually got here. So they should still be good. But yeah, not much to say about that map. But Vision will manage to get a very dirty, a very messy, not a dirty win, a messy win in there. So 2 games to 1 in favor of Technique. Can Technique finish it off before it goes to the ace match, or will Vision manage to draw the series level? He's back in it now. Can he stay in it? Stay tuned. Game number 4 is coming up right now. Hey guys, welcome back to game number 4 in this best of 5 series versus OneVISION and Technique in the semi-final A here. It's definitely an interesting series at the moment. Steel Talons versus Blackhand once again in this game. So OneVISION determined to stay like this. Maybe he's not confident against holding a flame rush against another GDI, or being another GDI faction. And again, in the Blackhand mirror, I wouldn't want to play Technique in a Blackhand mirror. So I guess he's sticking to another faction. He could even play Traveler. Guess he's not comfortable doing that either. But Technique got the map pick this time, and he has picked Tournament Arena, which is the blackiest of the Blackhand maps ever. Do not pick Tournament Arena if you're facing a Blackhand player. because they love it. It's open, it's flat, it's very short rush distance. They will kill you very quickly if you don't know what you're doing. I'm not saying it's powerful for other factions as well. Obviously, you can do some very powerful footwork, fancy footwork on this one here, and pushes and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, in general, Black Hand seem to have a nice edge on a map such as this one here. They can come from basically any direction because there's no obstacles, and it's very short, so you haven't got a lot of time to do anything. Vision just running over the Tiberium, not necessary to do that. I guess he feels it's not terribly important, since if he comes across a Cabal squad, he's not going to win that fight anyway. He's probably just trying to rush to this bunker. He's not going to get there. Technique will spot this, and with the added damage, I don't think he's got enough to get away. No, he doesn't. He will not get away. 2 more scouts once again, crossing the Tiberium, wiping off 50% of his health. And yeah, that's going to cost him another squad. If he had 100%, he might have been able to get outside of range here. But we'll have to see what's going to happen here. Is he going to go for an operations center? No, that looks like it's another refinery. So Technique is actually going to eco on this map, and you wouldn't want to go late game versus Steel Talons on this map just because the Behemoth push would be real. That would be incredibly difficult. The Behemoth is single-handedly probably the best artillery unit in the game. Other people jump up and down and try to defend the Spectre, but they're 2 distinct artillery units, I think, and the Behemoth has more combat versatility than what the Spectre does. I'm not saying the other artillery you can get as well, including the Spectres, are bad. I'm just saying that in general, if players had to pick what unit they said would be the most combat orientated, the Behemoth, it's expensive, but it's not that maneuverable, but it can do a lot of damage. It can deploy almost instantaneously. It can undeploy almost instantaneously, so you can move it around pretty quickly. You don't have to deploy or anything like that, and it can be recovered. And the Behemoth just has even more armor than a Juggernaut, which a Juggernaut already has tons of armor. This is an artillery unit. It's not like a tank or anything, but these things have so much armor on them already. And the Behemoth, they just stack on 10% more armor plating. This is the thing here. He's actually going to go for a Titan push, which is ridiculously powerful. The problem is, though, Technique can see this so far in advance. And what's his response going to be? Probably infantry. He could even go beam cannons and infantry, but he's going to go infantry first, obviously, because he wants to get his spam out before the towers start coming down. He could easily just go infantry, mass infantry, and I think that's what he's going to do. This pitbull is going to be destroyed, unfortunately. OneVISION will see that there's really nothing being built out of the war factory, so you can only assume it's going to be an infantry hold here. And look at that, being forced to deploy. I'm not sure if he's actually going to... He's actually going for AP ammo. So the push by just 1 Cabal squad, he's decided to abandon this push, and now Technique is building all these infantry units, expecting a push, not going to find one, going for Blue Tiberium, which is a good move as well. Going to steal some of that cheddar while this is all going on. But yeah, Vision appears to have stopped his push. If he's going for another refinery, he could just expand here, and then it would be very difficult for the Black Hand player to defend, to attack him there. But I don't agree with Vision's decision to continue to push on this field. I think he's tricked Technique into building all this crap here, and he doesn't have any refineries. He's got a tier 2. He could easily just go for a refinery. He's actually going to continue to build Wolverines, which is not very powerful at the moment. He needs APM. I'm not sure where that Harvester is going. Probably a miss rally. He's even going to fence his War Factory. He doesn't have APM, which means he doesn't want to engage. He's got another about 10 seconds before that kicks into effect, but he's starting to lose some Wolverines. He's going to go for the barracks block. He needs to do some serious damage. APM should be finishing momentarily. He needs it right now, but he's losing so many Wolverines. All the Wolverines are gone. So APM just finished as soon as the last Wolverine died. He did do a decent amount of damage. There's still too much here. He's got too much here. Technique is running forward. He's getting in flame range, and he's going to be able to destroy the War Factory. One more unit will come out, but the Wolverine barely even gets a shot off before it's dead. There's 4 or 5 towers here now, which is very good. Can they actually destroy all the infantry, though? There's no Cabals left, which means the damage is nerfed, and he's actually trying to destroy the construction yard. Look at that nice wall here, and look at that. OneVISION is actually going to defend this out. Technique, oh, there's actually a Titan over here. Doesn't get a crush off, though. Technique did pull back. I did not see that. OneVISION holds it, but he doesn't have an expansion. Did he sell? He sold his tier 2 as well. Does he have a Harvester bug? No, he doesn't. It's just lining up for that. You hear the Titan will be destroyed, but Technique has a refinery, though. This is a problem. I think OneVISION... I think he needs a refinery. I don't think this is a refinery that he's building. That looks to be a little bit too fast. No, he's going to continue to push. He's almost out of Tiberium. He needs to make something happen right now. He sells off the Raxes and one of the towers, and he's going to push forward. He's got a lot of riflemen squad now. This can do a lot of damage versus what Technique has. He's trying to get a Shredder turret out now. But he could try to build or even dig a few foxholes. He will have to close to range to actually destroy the foxholes there. More Wolverines coming out, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think it might be a little bit late for Vision here right now. He doesn't quite have the tower line developed. There's a lot of infantry here. Technique does have an expansion up now. Even if it's one ref, it's still pretty good. That Shredder turret able to kill all of those rifleman squads, and now there's no tower line here at all. There's a Harvester coming. I'm not sure where he's coming from, but he's actually going to be going in here. He's actually going to use him for a crush. Obviously, he's like, well, he's here now, he might as well fight, but he is actually going to go down, but he might have actually bought enough time for a few more towers to come down. There's a towers all spread out all over the place here. That tower, not a good placement. That'll be a focus down pretty quickly. A few more Wolverines coming out now as well, but I think he might actually be able to destroy the infantry forces here. Might want to pull some of those Wolverines back so the infantry come inside the tower range here, because they're not inside the tower range, they're outside the tower range. And yeah, as soon as the infantry retreat, you want to shoot them in the back, because you can do a lot of damage doing that, shooting and chasing. Wolverines can shoot and move to a certain degree, only if they're chasing a unit that they're faster than can they shoot and move. But nonetheless, Vision has absolutely no expansion, so he's all in here. I think he's grabbing Blue Tiberium, judging by the fact that there is Blue Tiberium missing. But he has nothing to destroy the Harvesters with. He only has anti-infantry here right now, and he is doing a lot of damage to Technique. And look at the barracks. He's got quad barracks. He doesn't actually have any technology at all, which means Vision could actually come back in this game. He's sold everything at home to do this, and he has taken Blue Tiberium. He's got a Titan now. I guess he feels that he needs just a single Titan. He could just start crushing these units as well. 2 Titans coming out now. There is a tower wall here, which is starting to get developed. Vision is stalling on cash. He might want one more tower to be a bit more comfortable here. 3 just isn't quite enough. He's starting to kill. Oh, there we go. Another tower comes down, and he's starting to fire at these guys here, but these towers are being overwhelmed. The Titans are trying to get an angle here. They're trying to get in behind the structures, realizing that's not going to work just yet, so they are falling back. These towers still managing to survive here, doing a lot of damage, and he should be selling them as soon as they're dying, or just as they're about to die, so he gets the Rifleman squad as well, because if they're destroyed, no Rifleman squad. 2 more towers fall. All of a sudden, the tower line is just evaporated. There's only 1 Wolverine here. He's going to try to focus it pretty quickly. He will get it. There's a barracks blocking coming, which is the best structure to block with, because it's only $500. You can sell it to get $250 back as well if he starts to target it, and you get the Rifleman squad to fight, to continue fighting. But unfortunately here, he can actually shoot these Harvesters from this position here now. And OneVISION he's leeching. Everything he's doing is just a leeching right now. He's going to try to shoot at these Harvesters here. So Technique is having a bit of problems here. He is getting Blue Tiberium, which is okay. He has no tech, which means he's purely on this infantry force, which is unusual. Normally other Blackhand players might be thinking about teching, but these Titans, if they can get behind the refinery, wow, Technique is actually going to fall here. So OneVISION, is he actually going to come back in this game? He's actually going to come back in this series. I think he's going to level it now. He's actually pushed Techniques. Refining off that 1 Titan would be a bit of an issue if he lost that. He might want to save that. Harvester gets popped. Nice work there. Infantry force is trying to go around, but the MCV, just keep in mind, is pretty heavily damaged. But yeah, these towers now are actually in the line here where the infantry are coming out, and they're starting to put a lot of pain onto these units here now. Second tower, there we go. This is not good. This barracks is going to get camped. He will destroy that spike super quickly, but Technique, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do about this. OneVISION is having some obviously some cash problems. He's still going to move forward with his MCV. The MCV is very badly damaged. If that takes any rocket shots, he's in big trouble right now. But these towers now are going to focus down the last of these base defense. He's going to move forward. He's actually got another barracks back here. I think that's why he wants to move forward. He's like, well, I've got to win this game right now, so I'm never going to win it at all. That 1 Harvester will pretty much be destroyed momentarily. The infantry squad will be coming around. That could be a problem. That was an upgraded power plant. He's got no power grid. This is a problem. Luckily, there's no inventory here for him. He's going to sell everything off. Might have to sell the war factory as well to put down more. He has no power. He's got no power at all. And the Harvesters, oh, here come the Harvester charge. They can't really do anything right now but try to just rush down this infantry here, and the scatter move is real. It's doing almost no damage at all. These Harvesters will be destroyed. Even the last one, they're going down. This Titan here, so close to being dead. He still kept the war factory, but I'm not sure if he can fight this. Vision only has the money in the bank right now. He's got 2 grand. He can put down a couple more towers, but then that's going to be it. Technique, which still has a refinery left. A lot of his Harvesters have just been pulled back, so not actually doing anything. He did have to sell his war factory there. He's going to lose the last structures. He's actually going to have to place, oh no, he's got 2 power plants there. He's okay. But yeah, how's he going to be able to defeat this? Technique is going to refine. I think that might be Blue Tiberium, which is very important. He could even put down a barracks and just try to capture the construction yard. That might be worth it here, but this game is coming right down to the wire. The problem, I think, here for Vision is that infantry ball is now going to come up behind him. And I think he realizes he's going to move the MCV, but he can't move these power plants. This isn't StarCraft. They can't take off and fly. So they're actually going to be destroyed, and once they go down, the MCV will only offer a tiny bit of power. Look at that, using the ball strategy there to try to damage the MCV, which he did damage it quite a bit. There's a lot of towers here. I'm not sure about this technique. His own MCV is blocking. The rockets here. He will take down those tires, not able to get in range to destroy those guys there. Using the ball strategy again, doing a big chunk of damage, and OneVISION has been defeated. The infantry coming up behind him, I think that would have been it. The power plants would have gone down, and Technique somehow held on to that. I'm not sure how Vision let that one fall. Oh man, that was so close. So Technique will go to the grand final, but yeah, that series, I don't even know what to say about that series. It was just really weird. Not the strategies I was expecting. Obviously, the first game went pretty predictable, but yeah, the rest, I'm not sure what was on the cards for those guys. 5.62 kill death ratio. That is some pretty sweet kill death ratio there from Vision, but good game from both players. Vision doing the last few minutes on no economy at all, just through selling structures, which again was a pretty good effort considering you're still able to put down towers right up until the last moment. But 71,000 or 72,000 to Technique, 54,000 to OneVISION. So he got about $18,000 more than him in a 10-minute game. That's a nice edge there. So obviously helped him get across the line. The man spam was real, but well done to Technique. He will be going to the grand final. Stay tuned to my channel. More games from the tournament are coming up as soon as possible.